Hello, everybody watching live on twitch.tv/Vince Russo Live, and all those that are going to join me on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We already have some people in the house on Twitch. Devious Dr. Doom, what is going on? Baba Booey to you too. Chris, what is going on? Welcome one, welcome all. Now we're starting to get them loaded up in YouTube. Craig Michael, John Thu, what's going on? Christian Hanahara, what's going on? Brad, what's going on? Nathan, what's going on? Classified Chappie, what's going on? Ed, what is going on? Welcome, 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 guys, to this very, very, very special Borat stream where I'm going to talk about the movie that premiered on Friday, Borat's new film. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. Before we get started, I want to remind everybody on here, please, guys, please, please, please remember the brand is a public broadcasting system. We are a lot like PBS, bro. We don't have advertisers. We don't have sponsors. And I'll tell you why, guys. I was the victim of social justice warriors, and I promised myself that I was never going to put myself into that situation again. We live in a day and age where people can literally just wipe us out by claiming we said something or taking something out of context or contacting sponsors and advertisers. And that is what happened to me with Podcast One. And I swore it would never happen again. So how I avoid that is by turning it over to you, bro, the subscribers, the supporters, the donors of russosbrand.com. You guys know me. You guys follow me. We chit chat every day. You know who I am. You know what I represent. I feel very, very comfortable putting my future and my livelihood and that of the brands in your hands. So that is why it is very important on Twitch to cheer, follow, sub, use your Twitch Prime. You can get this channel for free if you have Amazon Prime. You can gift subs, whatever you want to do. Already we've got John, Texas Sooner with 100 bits. My boy Troy with 100 bits. We got Boris with 40 bits. I thank you guys very, very, very much for supporting this show on YouTube. You can donate whatever you'd like. You can send super stickers, whatever you like. Anything you want to do, guys, to support the brand. Everybody on the brand, whoever is a contributor to the brand, everybody gets paid. And they get paid by your generosity. So if you are enjoying this show, if you are entertained by this show, please feel free to donate, cheer. Let's start this show off with a comment. Jack Mehoff, Sacha Baron Cohen is a Hollywood weirdo. Another non-American trying to sell us how we should act, talk, feel, and think. Screw him. Well, Jack, I got to tell you, I absolutely, positively, 1,000% disagree with you on that comment. But that's the thing about the brand here, guys. You are entitled to your comments and your opinions, and I am not going to lambaste you if you do not agree with me. That is the beauty of having chats like this and having talks like this. You see, Jack feels very strongly one way about Sacha Baron Cohen. Mark, thank you for a $10 donation, Mark, on YouTube. And Lion Ratton just subscribed with Twitch Prime for the 28th month. Thank you very, 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 very much, Ryan. Guys, I am a big fan of Sacha Baron Cohen. I am a big fan of everything this man has ever done. I am a big fan of, it started with, the Ali G show on HBO, and then of course from there we spun out the Borat movies, we spun out the Bruno movies, we spun out This Is America on Showtime. Guys, I believe Sacha Baron Cohen is a comedic genius. Yeah, bro, he lets he puts his political views out there in his movie films, as he would say. But, I look at that, bro, like it's his film. That's his right. That's his freedom. If he wants to send the message across, bro, that doesn't mean that we have to agree with it. There were certain things in this movie where I think it was clear that he was putting his political views out there. But I got to tell you guys, when it comes to people putting their political views out there, guys, I just take everything with a grain of salt. I've got a mind of my own. So that's why it doesn't bother me. And that's why I can listen to both sides. And that's why if I don't necessarily agree with something, I could still have an open mind. Mark, thank you very much. Another $5 donation. Brad says Sacha B on Howard Stern as Borat a few years ago was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. When Borat first came out, I'm talking about the first movie now, Sacha Baron Cohen made appearances on many, 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 many talk shows in character as Borat. And they were absolutely hysterical, which leads me to something that I feel hurt this film. And I'm going to get into this during this show. Big Josh TV says he loved Borat too. Somebody on here just moments ago said they fell asleep 7 minutes in. I think there are going to be a lot of mixed messages about this movie. But let me say this, because I think there is one thing that hurt the movie, which really you had to weigh on whether or not the movie should have been made because of it. Now, listen, I've been following Sacha Baron Cohen's career long enough. I don't believe for a second that Sacha Baron Cohen made this movie to cash in. Sacha Baron Cohen doesn't need the movie. As a matter of fact, I don't know if many of you know this, but originally Sacha Baron Cohen was supposed to play Freddie Mercury in the biopic, but when Sacha Baron Cohen saw the script, which was much, much different than the movie you saw, he had issues with the script. He voiced his opinion, and he did not do the movie. I don't believe that Sacha Baron Cohen is driven by money. He may be driven politically. Jack, again, is making a comment. He rubs elbows with Hollywood elites and political elites like the Clintons and the Obamas. Hence the reason Howard Stern loves him. Bro, again, Jack, that's fine. I don't care. Like that doesn't affect me. I don't care what anybody's political view is. I don't care who anybody rubs elbows with. We are all entitled. We are all entitled to our feelings and our opinions. So I don't have an issue with that. This was a major flaw in the movie. The fact that Borat was such a success and Borat was seen around the world. And like I just said, bro, he did many talk shows in character. That made it difficult for him to be the Borat character and get away with it. The first time, unless you were a fan of Ali G, and Ali G had a, very small following, a very loyal following, but it was not big. So unless you are a fan of the Ali G show, you would not have been familiar with Borat. You would not have been familiar with Bruno. So he was able to get away with being the character Borat from beginning to the end. And bro, let's face it, that character Borat is very, very funny and very, very, very just very unique, very special. Great character. Sacha Baron Cohen plays that character to a T. All of a sudden, bro, when you get to the second Borat movie, he's very limited to being Borat because he can't get away with it anymore. People know him. People know the movie. So what he had to do was Borat, a character, actually had to get into another character. So throughout the course of this movie, where in the original movie it would have been Borat, he had to get into costumes, get into disguises as Borat, pretending to be somebody else. And listen, let's face it, guys, Borat, whether you like him or not personally, Borat is such an iconic character that no character is going to be more entertaining than Borat. So every time he slipped into another character, that character was not as funny and not as entertaining as the Borat character. So that was a problem we had off the bat in Borat 2, which can explain why the actress who played his daughter had a much bigger part and was a bigger part of this movie, because he needed to play off of her. He needed a second character because he was very, 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 very limited to what he could do as Borat. So right off the bat, the fact that you have Borat, a character, playing other characters, that's going to water down the film. That's going to lessen the film a bit, which without a shadow of a doubt, it absolutely did. There is no question about it. There were a few spots where he did get to put the Borat character in play. When he met those two guys and he went to their cabin in the woods. He was able to be the Borat character. The fact that those guys live in a cabin in the woods, they probably never saw the movie Borat, and he probably realized that. So that was entertaining. Again, the fact that he could not be Borat as much as he was in that first film, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, hurt the film. Potts just subscribed with Prime for 24 months. Good morning, Potts. Thank you. Lion Ratton, I don't think those guys were actors. He would, if that ever came out, Sacha Baron Cohen, his entire career would be ruined. And I don't believe anybody in that movie was a character. Bro, if anybody was acting in that movie, you certainly wouldn't have Rudy Giuliani doing what he did. And we will get to that in a minute. So the fact that he could not be Borat throughout the show definitely hurt the film. And, guys, I'm a little surprised. Taking that into consideration, I'm really a little surprised that he decided to make a sequel to this movie. And I would have been fine if he never did make a sequel to this movie for that reason. He could not have the freedom with that character that he had in the original movie. And bro, he had to know that going in. But I guess Sacha Baron Cohen thought there was enough meat left on the bone to get a second movie film out of this, with the role of Borat being very limited. So that is the question now. Was there enough meat on the bone? Now, bro, when you look at that original Borat movie, from beginning to end, the movie worked well. It had a flow to it. It went from one scene to the other organically. Nothing was forced. He was able to tell the story, staying in character as Borat from beginning to end. It was seamless. It was smooth. He didn't have that luxury in this movie, and that's why I kind of felt like you're going from sight gag to sight gag to sight gag. It was a little bit more choppy. The story did not flow as organically as it did in the first film. So, it's kind of like in wrestling when you're going for the pop. We talk about that all the time. You don't have the story, so you're just going for the big pop. That's kind of what this movie was like to me, bro. Borat going for the big pop, going for the big scene. Somebody had a great comment on here I wanted to mention. Rue TV, my buddy Rue TV. You guys should check out Rue TV on YouTube. Rue is brilliant. And if anybody knows anything about characters, it's Rue. He says, I was surprised too. Honestly, I thought he was filming for season 2 of Who is America. Dead on, Rue. Because a lot of these characters that he played are the types of characters that we have seen in Who is America. Rue is dead on. Big Josh, could Borat 2 hurt being on Amazon streaming versus being in the theaters? Not in this time, Josh. If there was no COVID and movie theaters were running as they normally run, maybe. But the fact of the matter now that nobody can go to the movies, and bro, everybody's streaming. Everybody's using streaming services right now. I don't think that hurt the film. That is my opinion. Now, it could have. I don't have the facts to back that up, but I don't know. Let's see. Aaron says some Phoenix shows over and over got repetitive. Yeah, bro, there were a lot of yes. Yeah. I mean, bro, the penis joke is funny in the right spot when it comes out of nowhere. But the forced penis joke over and over and over and over and over again. I hate to say this, but it's kind of like bad WWE comedy. So yeah, I feel the sexual penis jokes, the sexual overtones were overused. I agree with you on that one. Troy, thank you for 100 bits. Greatly appreciate it. Adient says, do you think he uses a leaf blower and vacuum to clean his nose hairs? That is quite possible, bro. But getting back to the movie. So we had things working against us going in. We could not be the Borat character from beginning to end, which really hurt the flow of the movie. And we had to go from sight gag to sight gag to pop to pop to pop, which this movie had its moments. There was no question about it, bro. William Money says, I hate to hear Borat kind of sucked, but I expected that to be the case. Everyone knows who Borat is now. He can't get away with the same reaction. Absolutely 100% dead on. So it was what it was going in, and Sacha Baron Cohen had to know what it was going in. Like I said, anybody else, bro, I would say, well, they stretched it out for the money. I don't believe Sacha Baron Cohen is that guy. Sacha Baron Cohen has enough money. He's had a very successful career in Hollywood. I don't think he needs the money. So I feel that he really thought he could get a second movie out of this. Tim Silva with a $5 donation, bro, on YouTube. Thank you very much, Mr. Silva. Guys, please remember to cheer, follow, sub, gift subs on Twitch. And if you want to donate to the channel, bro, you could do so on YouTube using super stickers and using donations like Tim Silva just did. Mr. Tim, thank you very, very, very much. Okay. So I set up what Sacha Baron Cohen was faced with going in, and I set up how that was going to hurt the story. We had to rely more on the daughter. but we weren't tuning in to see the daughter. We were tuning in to see Borat. So a character now had to play several other characters that were nowhere as entertaining as Borat. So we've got all that. Okay, let's look at this picture a little bit. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. The original Borat, I literally made a fool out of myself in the movie theater because, bro, this has never happened before. The part of the movie in the movie theater where I was laughing hysterically, embarrassing myself, I could not stop, I could not control it, was when he got into that fight with his producer, the big heavy-set hairy guy, and the two of them were rolling around, fighting naked, into the elevator, into that convention hall. And bro, what popped me more than anything was the long black box that Borat had over his schlong, bro, which had to be about 3 feet long. Bro, I howled in the movie theater because I never saw that coming. I never saw that coming in a million years when that fight broke out into the hallway, into the lobby, on the elevator. Bro, I howled. And I'm not usually one for that type of humor. But that I never saw that coming. I never saw that coming. So guys, I'm going to be honest with you. The scene that popped me the most in this movie was the dance at the debutante ball, bro, when his daughter started menstruating. Bro, listen, I really don't have that sense of humor. But I don't know, bro. I guess when it kind of comes out of nowhere and it's kind of like that in your face and it's so like over the top, that makes me laugh. And the dance at the debutante ball and the reactions of those people, guys, I gotta say, like that popped me. Rue TV is saying that popped him too. Yeah, bro, I'm sorry. Call me juvenile, call me childish. See, bro, the fact that I say that scene popped me could get advertisers and sponsors to stop advertising and sponsoring. That's why I don't go down that road, because I can come on here. The Blood Moon Dance, Troy freaking loved it. I can come on here and say, bro, that freaking popped me. The scene popped me. So I have the freedom to come on here and tell you guys that too. But I thought that scene was as funny as hell. Here's what I really liked about it too, bro. This was one of the first movies where he was really able to tie in what's going on today. Guys, I raved about the South Park episode, but this is one of the first movies that was able to incorporate the coronavirus, Trump and Pence. And, bro, he obviously took the shot at Pence when Vice President Pence was up there saying, only a couple of people have the coronavirus. We're on top of this. It's going to go away. Well, obviously, bro, it hasn't. And that was a way for Sacha Baron Cohen to showcase just how wrong the Republicans were when it came to Corona. But I mean, bro, like, come on, everybody was wrong. Nobody knew what to expect of this thing. I don't care who the president was. When you're being dealt with something that is a first time, bro, you're never going to handle it 100% correctly. So I did not have a problem with that. He was definitely getting an agenda across there. I didn't have a problem with that at all. Like I said, bro, I enjoyed the fact that he was able to work in the corona and the mask wearing and the rallies, and he got a little into the sign of the times, which I'm sure is cool because, guys, you hear that as my criticism towards the WWE all the time. They carry on in that show like nothing is going on outside their doors. There are no protesting. There are no, there is no coronavirus. There is no political warfare. They are oblivious to everything going on in the real world. And that is always one of my criticisms of the WWE, bro. The fact that they live in some kind of a freaking closet and they have no idea what's going on around them. They don't know how to deal with it, so they ignore it. That is a very serious criticism I have with the WWE. So I like the fact that Sacha Baron Cohen was able to get into that. Guys, this part blew me away. The Rudy Giuliani. Now, guys, you got to understand, I like Giuliani. Bro, I'm from New York, and Giuliani is a New York guy. And I always respected the way Giuliani handled 9/11. So, bro, I'm a Giuliani guy. I mean, I've known him for a long time coming from New York. I know what he did to the state of New York. But see, bro, here's the beauty of this show. And this is why this show is different than a lot of other shows. There's no agenda here, bro. Hold on, my friend Blake Mitchamore has a comment. How you doing, Blake? Haven't seen Blake in a while. It popped me also, but I think it popped me from more of a cringe, holy shit type of way instead of genuine laughter. Me too, Blake. I would not argue that. I agree with you, bro. It kind of did affect me that way. Somebody is asking, Eddie is actually asking, did you watch it with my wife? Actually, Eddie, I did, because my son and his girlfriend were over. So we all watched it. My wife would not have watched this movie if it was just the two of us. And I wouldn't have asked her to watch it, bro, because I know she's not into this type of humor. But the fact that my son and his girlfriend were over, we all watched the movie. So I agree with you, Blake. I agree with you 100%. Yeah, I can't believe they're doing that kind of laughter. Yes, it's that kind of laughter. If you remember the movie too, bro, what was it? Was it The Diplomat with the elephant semen? Remember that, bro? Like Sacha Baron Cohen, he's good at the I can't believe you're doing this comedy. He's kind of got me 3 times with that. The elephant semen scene, I believe that was in The Diplomat. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. The naked brawl in the original Borat, and then of course the full moon debutante ball. Right here, the dictator. Yeah, it was the dictator, right? Let me get back to Giuliani. So, bro, I like Giuliani because of the whole New York thing. Tom Silver with a $5 donation. Thank you, Tom. Vince. Anyway, I can get my copy of Forgiven signed at some point. Yeah, Tom, email me. Send me an email, officialvincerusso@gmail.com, and I will try to work that out with you. Yeah, guys, I have 2 books out, Forgiven and How WCW Killed Vince Russo. You can get both of them signed on my website, russosbrand.com. But it seems like Tim already has a copy. So, Tim, just email me. We will try to figure something out. Okay, so let me get to Giuliani. So I like Giuliani because of New York. I'm a New York guy. I knew Giuliani long before he was in the national eye. But bro, I am watching this scene and I am saying to myself, forget about whether he was tucking his shirt in or getting ready to take out his Jackenfloster. We'll get to that in a minute. But prior to that, I'm watching this scene and I'm like, bro, you're really going to go in the bedroom with this girl? Bro, it blows my mind when you have people that are in the public eye and they do things that are absolutely ridiculously ignorant and stupid, knowing odds are at least 50-50 that they're going to get caught. It could be a setup. Somebody can sell the footage, whatever the case may be. Bro, it blows my mind that anybody would ever put themselves in that situation, and I will never, ever, ever understand it. It is sheer stupidity when you are in the public eye and people know you and they can cash in on a payday if they have something on you and you do stupid shit. It blows my mind. But, you know, bro, I'm the kind of guy, I look at all sides and I really, bro, try to put myself in the position. And it's Foam Knuckles. Here's what Foam Knuckles say, and this is where I was about to go. She came off as very vulnerable, and Rudy was going to cash in on that and got caught. Well, you know what, Foam Knuckles? I'm looking at it this way too, guys. We got to look at it this way. I got to try to put myself in Giuliani's shoes. Bro, not that ever in a million years I would have never did what he did. Bro, I've been around wrestling for too long, and my parents instilled solid values in me. Like, I know what's right from wrong, and I know what can get you in trouble, and I know situations that you 100% should stay away from. So I would have never, ever gotten myself in this situation. The moment the girl said, let's go in the bedroom and have a drink, my answer to that would have been, well, I don't think that's really a good idea. If we're done with the interview, I've got a lot on my plate, bro. And I'm being sincere to you guys. I don't care how hot the girl is. I don't care how big her babushkas are. Guys, I'm not an idiot. Never in a million years, when the girl says, let's go back in the bedroom, would I have entertained that ever. That's where I would have right then put the kibosh on it. However, I am not Giuliani's age. Guys, this is a old man. I'm not sure how old Giuliani is. He's got to be pushing 80. No doubt about it, bro. If somebody wants to look that up quickly, please tell me how old Giuliani is. He's got to be pushing 80, bro. Giuliani is an old man. Bro, come on. I'm sure attractive young women like this do not frequently come on to him. 76. Thank you very much, Jeannie. Jeannie. Oh my God, I can't pronounce that. Geanneag. Jean Nieg. Oh my God, 76 years old. Okay, thank you, third hole. Bro, he's a 76-year-old. She's a hot young blonde. Who knows the last time a young, hot-looking female like this came on to 76-year-old Giuliani? Rue is saying, I guess he had no idea they had a camera in the bedroom, but it was on the release form and Rudy just skimmed it. Bro, whether or not, listen, Rue, you got to assume. He's got to assume. The position this guy is in, he's got to assume. This is a setup. This is not good. I can get in big trouble for this. He's got to assume all that. He's got to assume that, bro. But again, you're talking about a 76-year-old. You're talking about a very, very attractive, hot 20-something. So I can't speak for that, bro. Like, I can't speak for that. I can only speak for me. So then we get into, he goes into the bedroom. He's drinking with her. I mean, bro, come on. Like, what is going on through Giuliani's mind at this point? He's got to be believing that some kind of hey nanny is going to take place. Throughout the entire interview, he's flirting with the girl, gently touching her. Bro, come on. He's got to be assuming at this point that hey nanny is going to go on. So, bro, we see the girl unhook his microphone from the interview. And, bro, I've had people do that to me 1,000 times. A lot of times, bro, when you wear that little mic, they feed it through the bottom of your shirt and it comes out here. So I've had that 100 times where the mic comes up my shirt, it comes here. You got to take the mic off and you got to, take the mic down. I've been through that 1,000,000 times. So she does that. She unhooks his microphone. And, bro, at that point, he's laying down on the bed. And it appears it is easy for the mind to go right to he's diddling himself. It's easy. And bro, everything leading up to this, he looks like he's diddling himself. But I will also tell you this. Blake says, even if he doesn't assume setup, he has to know he can't put himself in that situation. In 2020, he's going to get out 1,000%, Blake. But guys, I will tell you this too. If your shirt is tucked in and we've got to take out the mic, you do got to untuck the shirt. So Rudy's claim is he was tucking his shirt back in his pants and he wasn't diddling. And you know what, bro? That is quite possible. Perhaps he was doing that. And bro, I'm going to be honest with you. It kind of looked like he was doing that. It really didn't look like he was taking out his unit. Bro, think about that for a second. If Giuliani was going to, at that point, take out his Jackenpflaster, bro, you've got to assume he would be undoing his belt, right? I mean, isn't that what he would be doing? Wouldn't he be undoing his belt? Bro, he's not going to pull down the zipper and take his junk out. Anybody laying down at that bed thinking something is about to happen is probably going to be taking their belt off first. That's what I would assume. But he wasn't taking his belt off. It looked like he was tucking his shirt back in his pants. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, bro. Rue says to me, looked like he was diddling the ween. Bro, could be wrong. So Rue thinks he was diddling the ween. Let me get the consensus here. Anybody on either YouTube or Twitch, tell me if you think he was tucking in his shirt or Diddling the ween. And bro, don't tell me he was diddling the ween because it's a better story and you want him to be diddling the ween. Don't be honest with me. Blake says, I honestly thought he was tucking in his shirt watching it. Grappler 8 Ocho says they did it in slow motion to enhance the effect. John, Texas Sooner, says tucking. Eddie says he was tucking in his Goody Hey Nanny, his Julie Hey Nanny Nanny. Jeanig says tucking in. Wow, Carlos got something very interesting. I don't think he could get a hard on. That is interesting, bro. Carlo, that is very interesting. Very interesting, because if it's 76 years old, Rudy couldn't get it up. That could propose a very embarrassing moment. That is very interesting, Carlo. I did not think of that. Real Life says definitely tucking in the shirt. If he thought he was getting it, he would have unzipped or took the belt off. Troy says he was tucking in his shirt, no doubt. Russo says if it's ween related, Carlo hit the nail on the head. John says he was saved by impotence. That's very interesting, Carlo. Very interesting. That is very interesting. Well, Paul says that the blue pill would have helped. But Paul, I don't think he took the blue pill prior to this interview, bro. He doesn't assume this person's coming in to interview me and then we're going to do the hey nanny nanny. D-Bag says, why wouldn't he just tuck his shirt in standing like every other normal man does? Well, again, see, that's the thing, bro. He was sitting on the bed when she took the wire off. Okay, bro? So, bro, you know, again, it's 76 years old. Is it easier for him while he's sitting on the bed to just lie down and tuck it in? And is it more of a struggle for him to get to his feet? But that is another interesting point, man. Joey K says, I think he was tucking personally. Okay, so there's a lot of mixed emotions with that. Bro, I'm going to give the guy a benefit of the doubt. And it has nothing to do because I'm from New York and I'm a Giuliani guy, because I'm going to say, bro, I think he was tucking. I don't think he was taking out. If he was taking out, bro, I think he would have unbuckled the pants, because now, like Carlos said, now we've got to wonder whether he can still get it up or not. Because if he can't get it up, he's not taking it out, because that's going to be embarrassing. But Aaron makes the point that I'm going to make, and that I already make, and that Texas Sooner just made. He should have never gone into the room. John says either way, it was horrible judgment on his part. Horrible, bro. Horrible. Unless, bro, could he have been that stunad when she says, let's go back in the bedroom? Could he have been that stunad to not think something inappropriate was going to happen? Could he have been that stupid? Guys, I told the story on my show with Stevie Ray this past week. A bunch of basketball players did not like a story that I wrote when I was in college. Okay? They came knocking on my apartment door and they said, Vince, can we talk to you about this story? And I said, yeah, no problem. I said, let's go next door. There was an adjacent like laundry room next door. I said, let's go talk in the laundry room. I don't want to interrupt my roommates. I had like 4 roommates. I said, let's go talk next door. Bro, as soon as we got in the laundry room, one of these basketball players cold cocked me, square in the face, knocked me out. Now, bro, I never saw that coming. I didn't think that's what they wanted to do. I actually thought they wanted to talk to me. And bro, honestly, that was the only time in my entire life that I've ever been hit. So again, I've got to throw in, was he that oblivious to the situation he could be putting himself in? Foam Knuckles says when he entered the room, that showed his true intentions and how unprofessional he was. You know what, Foam? I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that, guys. I am just trying to look at all parts of this situation. Glenn, not Glenn, with a $5 donation. Thank you, Glenn. Blake says is also I'll also throw this out. As much as I love his humor, Sasha obviously has an agenda to make right-wing Americans look like morons. Was there more to the scene we didn't see that they cut? Great point, Blake. Absolutely great point. Great point, bro. Was there more to the scene that was cut out to make the right wing look bad and look stupid? But I'm going to agree with John. I'm going to agree with Foam. I'm going to agree with Aaron. Bro, never should have went in the room. Never should have went in the room. Horrible, horrible judgment. And bro, let's be honest. Could a man ever have gotten to the position Giuliani's in if he's Stunad? Probably not. So I don't know. We might want to cross that one off the list. But regardless, guys, listen, I'm going to talk to you man to man and man or women if there's any women in this room. Joe Maynard says, I see why I'm not welcome later, man. Joe, I have no idea why you're saying you're not welcomed. Bro, I've got 2 screens going here with about 100 people, and I'm trying to get to as many people as possible. Everybody is welcomed in here. I am trying to read as many comments as I can. Bro, if you're going to get your feelings hurt because I'm not seeing your comment or I'm not getting to your comment, then you probably shouldn't be here. I'm obviously trying the best that I can be. Glenn, not Glenn, another $5. Russo looks like Colin Farrell. Does anyone agree? Thank you very much. Guys, I'm going to give you some advice here. Listen to me, please. John, thanks for the bits. Guys, girls, women, men, man, don't put yourselves in positions like this ever. Ever. Bro, your mind, I hate to say this, but especially in this day and age, your mind always has to be thinking the worst. You always have to be in defensive mode. You always have to program yourself to think, what happens if? Reverend Smiley just subbed for 8 months. Thank you, Mr. Smiley. John, thanks for the bits. Guys, I hate to say this. You always have to think that way. You always have to think the worst. Do not put yourself in situations where you can get yourself in trouble. Bro, especially in the world we live in now. Anybody, bro, can take anything you say out of context. Anybody can set you up to put you in a bad situation. Guys, you got to be smarter. I'm the way I am, bro, because I really got a lesson in the wrestling business. And guys, I talk about this all the time. I used to pass that hotel bar on my way to the elevator to go up to my room every single night. Why? Because I knew good things do not come out of that hotel bar. Nothing good happens in that hotel bar. I knew that, guys. And we weren't living in 2020 back then. Now, forget about it. Now I wouldn't even look in. Now I would take my mask and put it over my eyes and run past the hotel bar and get in the elevator. You got to, guys, you got to protect yourself. You got to always think ahead. And that's why, bro, in 2020, in the position he's in, for Giuliani to go in that bedroom, come on, bro, there's no defense for that. Tucking, not tucking. Why did you go in? That's the question that should have been asked. Why did you go in? There is no excuse for going in. So, guys, with all that being said, I personally would not have made the movie. I do have to believe, I don't think Sacha Baron Cohen made it for the money. I don't think Sacha Baron Cohen made it for political reasons. Bro, there's a million other things he could do. I gotta believe he thought there was enough meat left on the bone for the Borat character, even though he was going to be handcuffed. And I think he was wrong. I think the fact that he could not be that character from beginning to end hurt the movie. And I think he had to really rely on sight gags, the big pop, in order to get, 90 minutes out of this. So listen, I'm not going to say the movie sucked. That's hard for me to say because I am a fan of the guy. I am saying I probably would not have made a sequel to this movie. Bro, I will probably go as far as to watch it again. Because this is the kind of movie, bro, where you could miss something. So I may go back and watch it again. Brad and Sevic has a great point. Great point. He did it to entertain people during the epidemic like sports. Very well could be the case, Brad. Absolutely, positively, without a doubt. So we got to look at that too. He did it to entertain the people during the pandemic. Yes, absolutely. Goldilocks band in the house. Great point. My mom used to say, Moon, that would be Goldie. Moon, nothing good happens after midnight. Good advice when you look at it. That is great advice, Goldie. Absolutely great advice. Guys, I'm telling you, man, you got to be smart. You got to always be thinking. Classified Choppy says, sounds like Borat might be a better watch than the sequel. Absolutely. No, bro, there's no doubt about it. There is absolutely no doubt about it. But I also want to put a lot of credence into what Brad said. Sacha Baron Cohen is a comedian. He is an entertainer. Brad says he did it to entertain people during the pandemic, just like sports. Bro, that absolutely had to be part of the thought process, without a shadow of a doubt. So I hear you. Now, Real Life says, why not go in? She's not underage and he's pretty lonely. See, bro, there's a way to look at this from every single side. Every single side. I'm still going to say Real Life. A guy in that position cannot allow something like that to happen. And, you're right. We cannot forget she was not underage. I don't know. Guys, can you tell me if Rudy, go back to his Wikipedia page. Yeah, thank you, John. Is he married? Is he a widow? Is he divorced? Can somebody go look up Rudy Giuliani on Wikipedia and tell me about his personal life? Lion Ratton says he is going through another divorce. Wait a minute. Well, maybe his wife heard about this. I don't know. But, that's got something to do with it too. But, I mean, come on, guys. When you look at the difference in age, if this ever got out, whether it was legally right or not, come on, bro. What are people going to say? People are going to say he's a creepy old man. People are going to say he's a perv. Bro, when you're a public figure and a public defendant in a public office, come on, man. Like, you can't, bro. Ocho says only good things happen to Ocho after midnight. Let's see. Lion Ratton says he left his first wife when she had cancer. It was a big scandal in the news. Now he is breaking up with his new wife. Okay, well, now Carlos says he's been divorced 3 times. Craig Spiller says, no, this is not a social setting. This was an interview. Red flag should have gone off for him. When she asked to go in the bedroom for a drink, he should have known better. I agree with you 1,000%, Craig. But again, we got to take into account 76 years old, lonely, maybe hasn't gotten it in a while. You got to take everything into you got to take everything into effect, bro, because we're not in his shoes. So, we can't answer why. But guys, I will tell you this, man, 76, 86, 56, bro, I ain't going in that room. I mean, if I'm a public figure, I am not going in that room. And bro, I'll tell you this too. I'm not going in that room with that kind of an age difference. I'm not going in the room. I'm not going in the room if I'm married. There's a million reasons why I'm not going in that room. As a matter of fact, bro, I can't even think of one reason why I would be going in that room outside of the hey nanny. And I would have to be pretty hard up for the hey nanny. And maybe he was. We don't know. And Ocho, too, when Cohen came in as the sound guy, how did flags not go off? Because Ocho, maybe Giuliani didn't want to see the flags, bro. Real life says maybe he's worried he doesn't have much time left. See, there's a lot of things, we're not in his shoes. So we can't judge. And I don't think none of us are judging here. I'm just saying, me personally, never in a million years. Carlos said that's what happens when you think with the other head. Interesting. All right, guys, that is my assessment of the film. I will be back on here today, guys. I know me and Ocho will be on here tonight, bro. We got the Bromance show. Bro, I'll be honest with you. I thought of maybe doing a watch along during Hell in the Cell. Guys, I'm just being honest with you. I can't sit through wrestling where I can't fast forward. I cannot sit and watch wrestling for even an hour. Like, I can't do it. Maybe I'll have a change of heart later on. But I mean, bro, it's, whenever I watch, wrestling, man, I just feel like it's a major, major waste of my time. I really, really do. Even watching this movie, I knew this would give me an hour of something to talk about, which it did. Bro, you could watch wrestling. There's nothing to talk about. Nothing. It's just so irrelevant to me. That is me. That is my opinion. I might have a change of heart later on, but I doubt it. But I will definitely be on here through the day. I'm going to be doing Ocho later on tonight. I may do some discogging. I got some albums I got to put on Venom vinyl. If you guys are vinyl fans, please check out my store on eBay, Venom Vinyl. I sell albums, and I even sign them for you at no extra cost. Guys, check out everything the brand, russosbrand.com. We've got incredible, talented people across the board, bro. And on Patreon, patreon.com/RussoTWC. Guys, I want to thank you for joining me here today for this very, very special stream. I want to thank you guys for cheering. I want to thank you guys for resubbing. I want to thank you, everybody on YouTube that donated, everybody that gave super stickers. I want to thank you guys. Thank you for giving me the freedom to do stuff like this, guys. I love you guys. You guys are my family. I will see you guys later on. I'm going to take you out the same way I take you back in, bro. Take care, everybody.